good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. It's your DFB anchor, and right here I'm in the studio, the DFB studio, with the DFB director himself.
Oh man, you already know what time it is, man. Let's go.
Yep, you already know. Like you said, it's Wisdom Wednesday, all right? And today we're coming to you live and direct, okay? What is the quote for today? Here you go. It says, problems and solutions can be found in the same exact space and in varying degrees. Let me repeat it again. Problems and solutions can be found in the exact same space in varying degrees. What does that mean?
Oh man, this is a very interesting and old proverb and concept. That when you really think about it, as far as everything is a matter of perspective, right? Everything is a matter of your mindset and how you choose to look at things based on your own personal development. So you can, look at a situation and say that this is a problem, right? And yes. And if your mind is calibrated to only see the problem, then the way it translates to you, the way you're going to always look at it, like this is a problem. Yes. So now, for the elevated mind and those people who are able to transcend, certain their present paradigm and think on different levels, wherever the problem exists, right? They understand all I gotta do is just look on the other side of the problem and I'll be able to see the solution. Like, okay, so this is a problem. It's presenting itself in my life because of what? Because it's there because it's trying to give you an indication of something that you're not currently seeing and something that you need to pay attention to, right? Mm-hmm. So, it's just like, so let's move away from problems and solutions and let's use a comparative to like hot and cold, right? Yes. Right? So, hot and cold is defined by what? So when, you might touch something and then you might think that, oh man, this is hot, where someone comes along like, oh man, this is just right. Yes. And then, or someone might like, oh, this isn't hot enough, and they need, to increase the temperature on that. Mm-hmm. And then if we're using the substance as liquid to define what's hot and what's cold, the liquid itself is still liquid the entire time. Yes, right. It's just the degrees is just when we apply heat, whatever external stimulus we apply to it is what makes it get warmer and then increases temperature, or a decrease in that makes it gets colder, but it's still the same liquid. So like so now let's go back to the situation in our life that we may view as a problem, right? It's only a problem because we define it as a problem, right? And if we add some extra things to it, some external stimuluses, and then said, okay, well, look, how can I look at this from a different angle? How can I look at this from a different perspective? Yes. How can I switch sides? Maybe I'm looking at it from over here. Let me switch places with you now and look at it from that side, and I guarantee I'll be able to see my way through it. And the solution that I'm looking for is 9 times out of 10 is right there. Wow. It's just on the other side. Wow. Because I stopped at the problem and then continue further. Wow. Thank you very much for that, man. That is very, very deep, yes. like you said, man, be a solutionist, right? Yes. And that is basically like this is everything right here. Yes. Because again, just like from the previous, Wisdom Wednesdays we'll have, right? Where we're like, the way we brought up, right? Our past, make it define us, but we've all been raised and brought up to just look at problems, identify problems, right? Like, oh yeah, there's something wrong with your head, there's something wrong with this. Like, what is the solution? Be a solutionist, right? Yes. Before you even define the problem, what is that? There is a solution right there and then. Yes. Wow. Absolutely. Man, that is very deep. Thank you very much for that, man. And again, we thank the team master for this. Wow. This right here is what we have for Wisdom Wednesday. Again, from the DFB anchor and the DFB director, we'll see you another time. Peace. Make sure to subscribe and like our podcast.